Hi, my name is Kathleen and welcome back to another episode of Play and Learn. I would like to say Gaeilge and Fáilte. Those are some Irish words. They might be familiar if you've been here before. Fáilte means welcome and Gaeilge means hello. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you came to see me today. We have some really cool things to show you. First, we're going to read this book called Finn's First Song. Then, we're going to learn how to make a whale of our very own using a paper plate. Then, I'm going to teach you one more word from the Irish language. But first, let's jump into the book. Are you ready? Let's do it. Far away on the glistening ocean, an amazing journey began. Finn was swimming all the way to the Irish coast with Mum. Will Dad be there? Asked Finn. Oh yes, said Mum, and lots of tasty food too. Finn loved to hear his dad's magical songs rumble and roll across the huge ocean. Squeak, thwarp, thwarp, whoop, 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 dwarp, dwarp. Dad could make far away feel very near. On their journey, Finn loved to jump into the air, to splash the biggest splash, to blow up into the sky, and to hide. Well, sort of. Each night, beneath the whoosh of the waves, Finn drifted off to sleep listening to Dad's distant song. My Mum and Dad are the biggest in the world, he whispered. But sometimes there were much bigger things. Beep, rumble, chug, 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 bam, boom, boom. Finn hid under Mum's slipper as she tried to guide him away. The ships were so loud. Finn was afraid. He looked all around. He couldn't see Mum anywhere. He was all alone. Oh, I do not like this, he thought. Then Finn saw some other sea creatures. Maybe they could help. Hello, everyone. I am lost, said Finn. I can't find my Mum or hear my dad. What should I do? Can you send a message? Asked the clever octopus as she wriggled her curly tentacles. I don't know how, Finn sniffed. Watch us, she said. We all have different ways. I can squirt ink to send a message, said the octopus. So he shook and he shook, but no matter how much, Finn just could not squirt ink. Next, an electric ray said, I can make electricity. Finn wibbled and wobbled, but it would not work. Instead, he made a surprise little sound. Squeak! We change color, said the squids. We can be red, then orange, then blue. Can you? Finn tried to change color, using yellow sponges and some kelp. This is no good either, he moaned. How can I send a message? We twinkle our lights, said lots of crystal jellyfish. He pushed and he wriggled. He squeezed his eyes tight. He flapped his flippers and wagged his tail. But Finn had no lights. Instead, he made another funny noise. Thwarp, thwarp. We can click, said the seahorses. We like to whistle, said a pod of dolphins. Finn listened patiently. They were all amazed when he made a very different sound. Whoop, whoop. We make ourselves bigger, said the puffer fish. Well, Finn could easily look absolutely huge. Now he made another sound, which he really liked. Thwarp. At last, Finn knew what he could do. He started to sing his first whale song. Squeak, thwarp, thwarp, whoop, whoop, dwarp, dwarp. Wow, that's really great, said all the other sea creatures. Finn sang for as long and as loud as he could. His song went far, far across the ocean. Squeak, thwarp, thwarp, whoop, 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 dwarp, dwarp, dwarp. Then something very big was very close. It was Mum. I heard you, Finn, she cheered. You're a great singer. Stay behind me now. We're nearly there. A happy whale loves to splash, and Finn made the biggest splash ever. He thanked his new friends for all of their help. For another day and night, they swam together side by side. Close to Mum, Finn wasn't afraid anymore. He liked to sing his song. Squeak, thwarp, thwarp, whoop, whoop, whoop. Soon, Dad could hear him too, and Dad always sang back. Thwarp, thwarp, thwarp. At last, they arrived at the coast of Ireland, where they filled their massive mouths with tons of tiny fish. And there was Dad. They sang the biggest whale song ever. Squeak, Thwarp, thwarp, whoop, whoop, whoop. And their whale song carried far, far across the huge ocean. Thwarp, thwarp, thwarp. Now that we learned all about Finn and his song and all the other sea creatures, I'm going to teach you how to make a whale of your very own using a paper plate. Are you ready? Let's get into the craft. I hope you enjoyed that craft, and if you made a whale of your very own, I would love to see a picture of it. You can have an adult help share it with us on social media, or email it to us at info@irishchicago.org. Now, before we're done for today, I'm going to teach you one more Irish word. It's Mealmore. Mealmore is the Irish word for whale. Can you say it with me? Mealmore. Whale. Very good. Now, do you remember the words from the beginning of the episode? Do you remember what Dia Gawit means? It means hello. And what about Falcha? That means welcome. Very good. Now, one last word, slán. That means goodbye in Irish. Slán. See you next time.